Fuck around, let your boy out for the leash, but they know that dog was in me. I spit this shit, use my feelings. I'm a demon, but God is in me. Paralyzed, still standing on business. This shit out my purge city. ARP all black came with the titties. And I let this bitch go, God to my witness. With that power, I'm the rain man. I'm two different people, but I'm the same man. I grew up in the hood inside a game, man. But they hard to see these brothers through the Ray-Ban.
It costs you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chat TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it uncut, and that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chat TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. And we know Pooh Shiesty been gone for a little minute now. We also know when it come to Pooh Shiesty, the things that he was saying in his lyrics, he was actually living in and went to prison for it. And one would think by him being in a position, having the success that he was having, he wouldn't have put himself, in that situation on a street level, but he did, right? A lot of times before we get into details, we be a product of our environment. And when you become a rapper, you become a product of that environment, especially if you speak in a certain language, because people are going to want to test that and see it's real. So when it comes to getting more harder after you sign a deal, we see a lot of artists, they start the gang banging after they sign a deal, or they start to act hard, or, these type different things. We seen Wayne them turn blood. We seen Soulja Boy on back down. And reasons why, fam, because it's an umbrella of gangsterism one may got to have. In the hip-hop rap game, people gonna test it. So you want to connect yourself with gangsters, and you can get lost in this sauce and miss out on millions of dollars and get a whole lot of time, fam, trying to follow up to a code and an umbrella that you really ain't even got to. You really can just be yourself, but people don't recognize this until they get incarcerated. But when it comes to Pooh Shiesty, he's still not recognizing what's really real. Now, fast forward. Pooh Shiesty took to his social media. And in this post, Pooh Shiesty spoke on the real rap niggas in the game that named their whole weight in the feds. He told the streets to learn from him when it comes to a street nigga that's holding it down. He also said at the end of this post, if you don't feel me, kill me. Now, if you don't feel me, kill me. These type sayings, fam, what I'm talking about, this tongue is very powerful. And Pooh Shiesty saying what he's saying, he telling the youth follow his street code, his streetness on what he got going. And saying when he get out, it's pretty much over with, he taking over the game, right? But it's seeing that the game is taking over you. And let me break this down, fam. Because see, warning come from jail, sicknesses, car wrecks, bad relationships, diseases, and different things like that. COVID-19, all these type of different things is warnings, fam. And if you don't pay attention to the warnings that the Most High is sending, you may get sick. You might die. You might have to do 100 years, fam. Or if you didn't put your seatbelt on, fam, you might go through the windshield and lose your life, and you might have been living if you just would have had your seatbelt. So everything I'm saying in life is a warning sign. So for Pooh Shiesty to say what he's saying, if you don't feel me, kill me, knowing that it's individuals in Memphis on this type of time. But he's so Memphis when it comes to the streets and where he's from in the hip-hop game, because he know I got to keep up with this image, this street image I have, in order to keep doing what I'm doing and getting it back. So I'm willing to sacrifice my life. I'm willing to sacrifice time away from my family for an image for fans. See, niggas get caught up in the fan, what they want. You see what I'm saying? Like, he know I cannot come out. It's a trap. And by you saying what you're saying, it would surprise me niggas be coming out and to get killed, fam. When you speak these type of words, Dolph was speaking. When you speak these type of words, Pac was speaking. And everybody else that we know that been on that type of time. No, the streets don't need to follow you, Pooh Shiesty. They don't need to take you as the example of a real street nigga. Why would they want to take you as an example of a real street nigga? Because you got a record deal with Gucci Mane? Because everything else is I mean, even that, if you don't take advantage of it, bro, you just went down, done 5-6 years. On a humbug. You feel me? I'm not saying that individuals won't follow how you feel. You know, it is what it is. But let's keep it real, fam. Now, all the young niggas don't need to follow in your footsteps, homie. With the Pooh Shiesty masses, there's so many people that's dying. With the mass that, I'm not saying that but when you bring something to the game, whether it's Bloods or Crip, and it's spread like wildfire, that's why you see all the original gangsters, they not in position. Influence is everything. Pooh Shiesty, your influence have caused people to run in people's house with the Pooh Shiesty mask on and running that Pooh Shiesty mask, music, before they even go do what they do, fam. Boosie was just telling his son, man, don't put that Pooh Shiesty, that's a Pooh Shiesty. Son was saying, that's a Nike mask. Now that's a Pooh Shiesty mask. In our community, fam. Where it's just showing you two eyes, you got you feel me? He made it popular. It's like Boosie made it popular with the Boosie Day. So the influence, I'm gonna keep talking about influence because it's real. It's real in your life, Pooh Shiesty life, everybody's life. And for you to saying that if you don't feel me, kill me in the streets, to use you as an example, and when you come home, you finna tear the streets up. Sometimes the streets will tear you up, fam. Even when that's your agenda to tear them up. Because I don't care how you feel. And a lot of y'all might be saying, Chad, why you want Pooh Shiesty roll like that? I'm just here to call the other side of the game that they don't see, fam. That's what I'm here for. Whether you like me or not. I'm here to call the other side of the game that they don't see, because I went for years not seeing it myself, fam. And a lot of us got to get a life sentence. A lot of us have to die in order to wake up. I don't want that to happen with another artist, fam. Pooh Shiesty going down a wave that ain't even popular no more. I don't care how many likes you getting on IG. Them same people, the same following you got at social media, don't be the same people that's pulling up at your shows. A lot of people you see got following people that's not screaming their music. It's just some IG shit. You feel me? Whatever social media, what's the name? So when it comes to being blind by the likes, other than what's real, or by the views, other than what's real, fam, it's at an all-time high. The Spirit of God, I don't care what you say, how you put it, have allowed people to lose their life in this hip-hop game, and it have saved some lives. Some people be used as an example for other people to learn from, whether it's through death, jail, whatever the case might be, fam. Don't let that be you, Pooh Shiesty. Because see, I feel you got a chance. You got a chance right now to come out, do the music, play your role, fam. Let the music speak for itself. The game done changed now to where you got Gunna out screaming Young Thug. People don't care. You got the Lil Waters, you got the Charleston Whites. I'm just saying, people care more about the character and the music, fam. You already got it locked down, the game. They rocking with you. Don't get out and follow up with what your tongue is saying, fam. You got to be very careful. You got to be in deep prayer if you know what your tongue is saying is false, because what your tongue will say will come back and haunt you next week, next year, or 5 years from now. And I'm a living witness. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.